Now, the next question I want you guys to actually address, because you guys are traders, is today's a Friday. This is a week or so after the policy announcement, the monetary policy announcement, and we're hearing rates of 18, 20. Are these speculators? What's actually happening? Who's bidding at 18? Why would you be bidding at 18 when you can get currency at 13.5?
Yeah,
Who's
so
bidding at 18?
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Okay.
So firstly, because of the way ZIG and the MPS was rolled out, a lot of the banks, from an IT perspective, just weren't ready to make the changes and be able to transact. So there was havoc in some banks earlier in the week where there's a whole bunch of banks that simply couldn't transact. And they've been working overtime to actually get up to speed. Mm-hmm. So there's that challenge where even if you wanted to transact through a bank, it was not possible at some banks earlier in the week. And then you just got people who've just taken the view that nothing's going to change. The change of the guard at Reserve Bank doesn't mean anything, right? So if they were getting their currency on the parallel market, they are not going to attempt to get it through the formal banking sector just because there's a new governor. They're just going to carry on, right? What will get those people going to a bank is if 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, they hear from other people in the market that, I'm actually getting money at 13.5.
So are you saying that these people are irrational?
They're not irrational. They're just saying we don't. It's perfectly rational to think that nothing, the change in the guard is not going to change anything. So if I was buying my currency on the power market, you carry on buying your currency on the power market until you see evidence that there's cheaper currency available in the formal banking sector.
Okay, so remember we're talking about a market here.
Yeah.
So suppose you were right, mm-hmm. and the majority of people are less skeptical.
I think the majority of people are skeptical, actually.
So the majority of people, okay?
Yeah.
So even if the majority of people are skeptical, mm-hmm. the minority of people are not skeptical, by now should have gone to the banks and should be coming with currency at 13.5. Because I can't believe that there's somebody who's willing to go out there and get currency at 18 when a friend. Mm-hmm. So for example, the three of us here, the majority, the mm-hmm. two, Ranga and I will be going on the parallel market, on the streets, and we will get our currency at 18. And you, the believer, mm-hmm. will be coming to us and saying, hey guys, but I got my money at 13.5.
Yeah, I think it will take some time for the word to get around. And you must...
Okay.
So one of the unintended consequences of this 37-week backlog that we're talking to, and we're talking about the NNCD side of it, right? Mm-hmm. But the operational side of it is that there's a lot of importers who just completely lost confidence in their capacity to access foreign currency through formal channels. So there are people who haven't, tried to get currency through formal channels for months. All they know is the parallel market, right? And the fact that there's a new governor doesn't move them. Because they don't play in the...
Unfortunately, I don't buy into that argument. But Ranga, and I want to first put structure to the argument, and then I want to hear your view. The governor has told us there are only 80 million worth of...
US 80 million, yeah.
US 80 million worth of ZIG in the market. Mm-hmm. And then of that 80 million ZIG, he's got about 300 million and Treasury has got however much money. Mm-hmm. Now, if the rate is at 18, is this not a perfect opportunity for Reserve Bank to be selling at this rate? Because they know their rate is at 13.5. This is a windfall for them. Why would they allow the power market to get to those levels? And this is a week in, and you're trying to instill faith and confidence.
So I would say maybe not trying to evaluate them on what's happening this week. I'll start getting even more worried if this number starts increasing, keeps on increasing.
Okay.
So if they can, like what Rufaro is saying, that this week was basically there was so much dust. and there was a lot of chaos, a lot of things that were happening.
So next week,
yeah.
we'll
So maybe next week or 2 weeks
Fair
from
enough.
now. So if they are not able to bring that number on the payroll market to some level of stability and fairly close to the official number, then obviously I'll start to get
worried.
yeah,
Okay.